Oliver Taylor Hawkins was an American musician. He is best known as the drummer for the rock band Foo Fighters. Before joining the band in 1997, he was the touring drummer for Sass and Alanis Morissette, as well as the drummer in the progressive experimental band Sylvia. In 2004, Hawkins formed his own side project, Taylor Hawkins and the Coattail Riders, in which he played drums and sang. He was voted Best Rock Drummer in 2005 by the United Kingdom drumming magazine Rhythm. He was born in Fort Worth, Texas, on February 17, 1972. His family moved to Laguna Beach, California, in 1976, where Hawkins grew up. Hawkins had a brother, Jason, and a sister, Heather. He graduated from Laguna Beach High School in 1990. After touring through the spring of 1996, Foo Fighters entered a Seattle studio with producer Gil Norton to record its second album. Conflict during recording reportedly erupted between Dave Grohl and drummer William Goldsmith, eventually causing Goldsmith to leave the band. The band regrouped in Los Angeles and almost completely re-recorded the album with Grohl on drums. The album, The Color and the Shape, was released on May 20, 1997. Grohl called Hawkins, an acquaintance at the time, to seek recommendations for the band's new drummer. Grohl was under the impression that Hawkins would not leave Morissette's touring band, given she was a bigger act than Foo Fighters at the time. To Grohl's surprise, however, Hawkins volunteered to join the band himself, explaining that he wanted to be a drummer in a rock band rather than for a solo act. The band announced Hawkins would be the new drummer on March 18, 1997. In addition to his drumming duties with the Foo Fighters, Hawkins also provided vocals, guitar and piano to various recordings. He performed the lead vocal on a cover of Pink Floyd's Have a Cigar. 2 versions of the song were released, one as the B-side to Learn to Fly and another on the Mission Impossible 2 soundtrack album. He later sang lead vocals on Cold Day in the Sun from In Your Honor, which was later released as a single, as well as a cover of Cream's I Feel Free, which appeared as the B-side of DOA and on the EP 5 songs and a cover. Hawkins also sang lead vocals for the band's cover of Joe Walsh's Life of Illusion. Later, he sang lead vocals for Sunday Rain, a track on the Foo Fighters' 2017 album Concrete and Gold. Many Foo Fighters live shows featured Hawkins singing lead vocals on at least one cover song. He also contributed to the band's songwriting, and was listed as a co-writer on every album since There Is Nothing Left to Lose. Hawkins' final performance with the Foo Fighters before his death was at the Lollapalooza Argentina festival on March 20, 2022. Hawkins and his wife, Allison, married in 2005. They had 3 children together. They resided in Hidden Hills, California, after moving from Topanga Canyon in 2012. Hawkins overdosed on heroin in August 2001, which put him in a coma for 2 weeks. Speaking to Beats One host Matt Wilkinson in 2018 about the incident, Hawkins said, "I was partying a lot. I wasn't a junkie per se, but I was partying. There was a year where the partying just got a little too heavy. Thank God on some level this guy gave me the wrong line with the wrong thing one night and I woke up going, what the fuck happened? That was a real changing point for me." He was a childhood friend of current Yes lead vocalist John Davison. Hawkins was the one who suggested Davison to Yes bassist Chris Squire even before the departure of replacement vocalist Benoit David. Strangely enough, John's name came up when we started working with Benoit, Squire recalled. In fact, my friend, Taylor Hawkins, had been telling me for years, if you ever need a replacement, I know exactly the guy. On March 25, 2022, the Foo Fighters' official social media accounts announced that Hawkins had died at 50. The cause is currently unconfirmed. The band was on tour in South America at the time of the announcement and was scheduled to perform at the Estéreo Picnic Festival in Bogotá, Colombia, that night.